Hey, this is NFT Eve, and I'm here with Arabella Proffer. She's an NFT artist and a digital artist. And if you didn't see the last interview, we went into her art a lot. But she was diagnosed with terminal cancer. Like I saw that on her social media, and I thought it was interesting, that you will put it out there and share that and talk about that, like in relation to your NFT journey or whatever it is, that you're up to.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much kickstarted like me being a futurist in a weird way. Whereas before I was like a complete Luddite. Like I didn't want to do digital film, I didn't want to do digital painting, I didn't want to do digital anything. And now I'm like, most of my work now is digital. And that's just been since March. Like I got an iPad in March, and I guess once you're an oil painter, it comes to you no matter the medium. So it's been interesting, like, yeah, that people can't tell the difference between my oil painting and my digital. And one of the criticisms I had about my oil painting portraits all the time was that they were too perfect and the sheen was too perfect.
Oh, amazing.
And I'm like, oh, maybe because I was trying to make it look like on a monitor. I don't know, but that's just how I paint. So yeah, so let me show you some of the stuff that's oil paintings, but I have made NFTs out of. And I animated several of them. So
Oh yeah, let's see the animation.
Well, they're not animated on my site, but like if you go to my OpenSea, they are. So this one, I think this is still available on OpenSea. This is Carmel.
How much is this? Beautiful.
I can't remember.
Like more or less.
I want to think like, why don't I just go to somebody that would help.
Yeah, actually, way we could see also the animation.
Yeah, because I think it's like they're all different, but they're less than the Genesis because they don't come with physical arts.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, so you were saying, so your husband will get the royalties. Like, I mean, that's one reason that we all got into NFTs was for royalties, because as artists, the value of your art is going up and up and up, but you're not getting that increased value,
So here she's kind of doing her thing.
Oh, that is beautiful. I love that.
So how much is she? Oh, you can make an offer. I was asking 0.036.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Is that a one of one?
That's a one. No, is she one of one? Actually, no, she is a one of one.
Wow, that's an amazing price for your work.
And then,
I mean, I consider you one of the top artists of the United States, basically at this.
Oh, and then this is the same. This is one of my. I did this painting actually by accident. This was an 8x10 oil painting.
Oh, I love it. See, I love subtle digitalness too. I did some too digital that was real subtle, and I'm like, oh, people just they can't get it because it's too subtle. Like you have to have everything moving around. But I personally really like that. Like I think it's so good.
I think subtle is better. I think subtle is like, I think maybe this is like one of the more unsubtle ones of mine. And this is a tiny oil painting. This was 5x7 inches.
Beautiful, beautiful. So you got diagnosed with cancer. You said terminal cancer before. Oh, that's amazing. Before, and you said that, wow, your work is so incredible. I mean, and you did this before you got into NFTs, because even some of these past works is like, it looks a little reminiscent of World of Women. And to me, World of Women is one of the top NFT art. It's something that really brought something to the space, creating women in this like beautiful, powerful, exotic, intense way. Wow. Creative.
Yeah, I'm just happy that it fits, like that I have a new audience to discover this, because in galleries it's kind of limited, in magazines it's kind of limited. So and like I said, when I was in art school, they hated that I was doing this stuff. But what's funny? The staff at the art school would buy my work. So like the secretaries, the receptionists, the cleaning staff even would buy my work. Teachers from other departments that were not in art. So like my writing teacher bought one. But then, so again, with the royalties, when it comes to NFTs, these are all kitties. By the way, I do lots of cats.
Yeah, I love cats.
Oh, this is an NFT on Tezos. I actually did this for a Little Bub theme art show, and it ended up becoming the main image on a 7-inch picture disc for the Little Bub birthday edition.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like I've seen this for sure. Amazing.
But so when I was in art school, CalArts was founded as a Disney school initially for Disney animators. And we had Jules Engel as an instructor there. And he was very old at the time I got to CalArts. This is a man who did all of the oil painting backdrops for Bambi.
Wow.
He did all of the like old Disney movies, like was telling us stories like, oh yeah, Sleeping Beauty is when we learned that we couldn't do oil paint on several panes of animation because the oil paint never dried, stuff like that. But he bought one of my works and it was an abstract. And he was like, this is what you should be doing. This is your true work. And I was like, no, because I hate authority figures telling me what to do. Yeah. But he was right in a weird way. But so he died. And I found out that that painting went into a lot that was auctioned off for a very, very staggering amount of money. And even though it was in California, I did not get any percentage from that sale. I was supposed to get 10% from that sale. And yeah, I tried hitting up the auction house. I hit up everyone. No one would get back to me. And this was like before you could really like put people on blast online,
Yeah.
But so that was like an instance where I had royalties that were due to me for a resale that I never got, and NFTs are nice that you can still continue to earn royalties. So that was another reason I liked the NFT space, because I had experienced like what it's like to be screwed. These are tiny little paintings on paper.
Oh, wow.
Oil? I'm debating on, yeah, these are oil on paper, and I might make these Tezos at some point. That's on panel. But as you can see, I like my punk rock girls.
That's beautiful. I mean, your color, like in that, is like so striking, so amazing. It's so like, who are those, like not Rembrandt, but like Reynolds or like Raphael or something. Like, your mastery of color is amazing in itself, and then your drawing, your modeling, your concepts, your creativity. Whoa.
Oh, this is a commission.
Cute
little girl and her fat cat, and this is her twin. And this is the first time I've ever painted a dog in oils. Not too bad. I was like, I don't know if I could do this, but then I like painting in blacks actually a lot, because you can do so much with the highlights. For a while, I mean, I still do. I do a lot of people with black hair because I like doing that, and I like the way to. It's just fun to paint. And I remember one time at an art opening, someone came up to me and they thought, oh, I thought you would have black hair because all of your work has so many people with black hair in it.
Exactly.
And this is a commission of someone on their horse.
Lovely. Wow, I've never seen a painting like that with her, you know, in the same pose as the horse.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And
Wow,
this was a commission of a brother and sister.
that's amazing. Those colors.
And this, yeah, so we're getting all into the commissions. This cat was massive, by the way, and this cat's nickname was Baby Horse.
Oh my God, it looks like a baby horse.
So I put a saddle on him because his nickname was Baby Horse.
That's hysterical. So with the NFTs, you can have this painting commissioned. You deliver the painting, but you still own the image to make the NFT out of.
Mhm.
That's amazing. Oh, that is just beautiful. Wow.
That's a commission someone wanted of Tank Girl. And when I was in high school, I actually kind of looked like Tank Girl. I had a white mohawk that was down and I kind of dressed like her anyway.
This is beautiful.
Oh, this was really sad. So, well, they had a child that died when it was a baby. So I took the handprints from the hospital and put it on her chest, and then we have this little tree here. And they ended up having another baby, so that was great.
Good. Wow, that's beautiful. That with white cloth and expression.
And it's another commission. I like commissions where they let me do what I want and they don't give me direction. Those always turn out the best. This is my friend Gary, who's obsessed with Devo. So we have a little Devo. And then funny enough, Gary, who is the biggest Devo fan in the entire world, married Mark Motherbaugh's sister.
Is that like the Devo?
Yeah, he's the main Devo guy, and he's in NFTs now too. So he's an amazing artist.
I'm gonna have to check this out. It sounds amazing.
This was so I have a gallery in Germany, and my gallerist actually coaches a women's football league. So he wanted to do a show about how women in sport are not paid enough and not recognized enough. So I decided to do a couple of soccer themed things. And these are on Tezos, by the way.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, all of your links are going to be below. Everybody smash the like, subscribe, please, and comments. Check out her links and definitely follow her on Twitter. Beautiful.
That's a Tallulah Bankhead portrait.
Wow. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, some of these are watercolors, actually.
Wow, your work is amazing. And that's amazing.
And then I do like, yeah, cartoony kind of.
Very cute. Very sweet. Oh my gosh, I love these. Where's my mute button?
So yeah, these are all really tiny.
Okay, what size?
The largest I think is 8 by 10.
Wow.
Because all of my big paintings are my abstracts.
Yeah, show your abstracts again. My computer is not plugged in and I can't plug it in at this juncture. And so we have to kind of wrap it up just for that because my computer get ready to die. But
okay.
But yeah, show your abstracts again. Those were beautiful too. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, so like I'm trying to find, so this is on First Dibs. And that's a 30 by 30. That was part of a residency I did.
Wow, you have so much energy and so much go-gettingness. Like,
I honestly don't know what else to do. I was supposed to be recovering from radiation last week. And what did I end up doing? I ended up making a zine about NFTs and how to do it. Like, oh, and this was my very first abstract NFT.
Beautiful. Whoa, I love gems.
So this got premiered at NFT NYC as part of an event for Tree Trunk. And so we had Logic, we had Sabette, We had, gosh, oh, Gabe Weiss, Soul Curry Art, Julie Pacino. Gosh, I'm thinking like so many like big names, and that was like a really fun event.
That is beautiful. All right, I think I plugged my computer in.
But yeah, so that's like a little bit of my work.
Mind blowing. I mean, your work is just, oh, hold on, I'm having issues.
Uh-oh.
My issues are having issues. So beautiful, so lovely work. I just feel so like high just looking at your work and meeting you, hearing about your work. I mean, it's just exquisite. Like you were saying about NFTs, like I would have never gotten to see your work, because when am I going to be in that museum that you're in, or that gallery, or read that magazine? Never. Even being an artist, you know, wouldn't being able to see your work. So,
and also I feel like my Twitter feed has changed significantly. It's not full of dread and people arguing online and being offended by everything. It's just like people's art, and that's like all my feed is now, and it's great.
I know the NFT world is the most positive, upbeat world, because every once in a while I'll like click on some news thing that Twitter's trying to show me, and every once in a while I'll make a comment and people say the meanest things like directly to me. You're like, whoa, like,
yeah, NFT land is like really positive and really nice. And just like, even, you know, my husband kind of tagged along at NFT NYC, and I mean, he listens to spaces when I have them on and stuff like that. And so he's like absorbed everything by osmosis, and he's just like, everyone is so nice, you know. So
it's like, yeah, like you said, it's like nerds. I never even knew I was a nerd until I got into crypto in 2017. I got so obsessed with blockchain.
Oh, you got in early.
Yeah, everything to do with crypto, completely obsessed. And I'm like, oh, I'm a nerd. I didn't know it. You know, I just thought, you know, I mean, I didn't even know. So it's like also that so many people in the crypto space are like a lot of artists, nerds, or people that didn't fit in anywhere else, that everybody fits in there. So I feel like it's this, you know, amazing community.
It's interesting too, because a lot of the pop surrealists that I am lumped in with, you know, when they started, when galleries started showing our kind of work, illustration, lowbrow, pop surrealism, whatever you want to call it, I then started noticing a lot of those artists were getting into crypto and NFTs. And so a few of like my good friends like Jeff Soto started getting into them very early. My friend Tara McPherson, she's doing it with Vivi, and she's like got such a huge following anyway.
Right.
But it's just, yeah, so the fact that like I was kind of following this certain genre that I was lumped into, and now that genre is coming to NFTs as well. So we're all just kind of, you know, along for the ride, I guess.
It's amazing to me, like how surrealism, is totally the thing now. And like, I mean,
and like James Jean, who's like a massive artist to me. I mean, of course, his NFT collection I couldn't afford, but it's nice that he's doing it. And like, I wanted to see what he would do with it, because I knew he would do something cool. I'm waiting for Mark Ryden to get on the NFT bandwagon, but I think that'll happen eventually, because he's like the godfather of pop surrealism. And I remember when he was doing REO Speedwagon covers, you know. So it'll be interesting to see where the space goes, like once this bear market's over, like if more people join, or if like the narrative and the media is gonna finally change. Because do you know how many people I have to tell them, like, no, it's not bad for the environment because this, or no, it's not going to get stolen because that. And then they're like, but scams. And I'm like, just don't open that weird email, or like, don't think that that girl is talking to you because she likes you in her bikini with her thong showing, and she wants you to join her whitelist. Okay.
Yeah, no, NFTs are here to stay. And there's gonna be a big fight, you know, between the old world and the new world. I mean, it's you know, it is an art revolution, but it's also a financial revolution, because people don't realize that NFTs are money, you know. And
I mean, in Russia, people couldn't have their PayPal because of the sanctions. So creators who, let's say, are like illustrators and they sell on Etsy, they suddenly couldn't get money because PayPal shut down in Russia. And then I know I bought from a lot of Ukrainian artists because that's their only way that they're making money right now. So
me too. I gotta show you. I'm gonna send you this one guy's like, it's like W4 something something. He does Tezos art, and you can get some for like 1 Tez, 2 Tez, 5 Tez.
oh wow.
And it's digital abstract motion. It's really cool. He's one of my favorite artists.
I want to do some more motion stuff for sure. But once my main thing right now is the show that's coming up November 4th. Oh, and it's called Garden of Eden. And our little art collective is called the Super Psychedelic Sisters. Because part of what kind of annoyed me a little bit at NFT NYC was the gallery shows all look the same. It's just a white cube with monitors. And it gets a little boring, and there's nowhere to sit, and there's nowhere to hang out really. And like, so we're doing a show where it is going to be monitors, but we're also going to have our physical paintings there. And we're going to create a psychedelic garden as part of our installation. So you'll want to hang out there. You'll want to get photos there. So,
yeah, you know,
no white cubes, ban the white cube.
Wow. Yeah. You know, we're doing with the Cobalt Club, the NFT Cobalt Club is gonna do like a gallery crawl every first Friday, but it's gonna be IRL and spatial. So
cool.
I didn't do the one last week because I just didn't want to get COVID again. So I was just kind of like laying low and like finding a good place with good air and, you know, not COVID conducive, and like, you know, to have the art show or the open studio and then have, you know, your monitor and your PC there, or you have your whole Tezos, you know, Samsung. And then, you know, people can just come and look like, oh, there's spatial. Look, all you have to do is click this and this. And
I love spatial.
Right. So it's going to be like a way to bring all these artists in, because they don't want to, they're afraid that whatever reason, they're just not coming at all. So,
I mean, it's so funny. Do you get questions from people like, oh, are you making a ton of money on crypto? Like, because I get that all the time. They're like, you must be making bank selling NFTs. And I'm like, no, because I'm not a bored ape or a doodle or a cool cat. Like, that's not me. Sorry. You know, it's like I'm making kitten money, as I call it.
Exactly.
Kitten money.
Yeah, it's going to take a while, and you know, for the big collectors to come into the NFT, the art collectors. And
then when ETH went down, I remember like my first ETH sale, I was like, yay. And then I look and I'm like, yay.
But don't spend it, because it's going to go back to, yay. Because I've been in crypto since 2017. That's why it's not batted an eye at the bear market. It was like,
yeah, it's my first one. So that's why I'm kind of like,
it's super brutal.
The only thing I did that was kind of dumb was I bought some ApeCoin. I bought it when it was low, and then it shot up like, you know, a ridiculous amount, and then it fell to like $3 or something like that. So I was like, sell. But no, I realized I shouldn't have done that, because then I saw Gucci is taking ApeCoin.
They all come back, you know. I don't want to get. My first channel was Bitcoin Kindergarten. Like, if you go watch my old videos, I was trying to teach about crypto, but it wasn't really. Anyway, I ran out of stuff to say. I kind of said everything I need to say, but I've invested in a lot of coins, and even the ones that I thought, okay, this one is gone for good, let me sell it because they got hacked or something happened. You know, 4 years later, I'm like, gosh, I wish I didn't sell that coin. Like, so far, all of them, there's none that have died, you know, like,
okay.
As long, I mean, there will be some, but you know.
I bought more Solana. I bought more ETH. Solana seems like a pretty okay bet to me.
Yeah, if I had any cash recently, I would be buying, but I don't have any cash. But if I did, I would. That's why I was like feverishly like painting. This is like a big, huge canvas. I'm like feverishly painting so I can get some cash, so I can buy the dip or buy the crash.
Buy the crash, yeah. No, because I get questions all the time, and actually I put in my zine, because I always get that. But what about Bitcoin? Because that's the only word they know. And I'm like, this has nothing to do with Bitcoin. Like, that is a separate thing. DeFi is a separate thing. And like, you know, the zine I made, it's like, you know, here are links to learn more, but we're not going to go into this for brevity. And also you don't need to know these things yet. Like, let's just concentrate on this. But yeah, I always get the like, how much Bitcoin did you make off that image? And I'm like, it's not how this works. That's not Bitcoin. Never mind. It's like when I worked at a data science company and I had to explain to people what a data science consulting firm is. And I was like, it's nerd stuff. Don't worry about it. Like, I don't do the math. Like, I'm terrible at math, but like, it's, yeah, don't worry about
Terrible
it.
at math too, you know? That's why I made my Bitcoin kindergarten. It's like, you know, you don't have to be good at math. You don't have to be a techie. Once you understand the whole NFT, once you understand the crypto, you're like, oh, it's so simple. You know, it's the simplicity of it is the beauty. You know, it is not complicated. Once your mind gets around it.
Yeah, I mean, I think making analogies to record collecting or like things like that people get, or you know, that you can bet on an artist, so to speak, like invest in them quite literally.
I am a hidden gem hunter. I mean, that's part of the reason I do my interviews is like, I'll see an artist. I'm like, I gotta know this artist. Like you, I mean, your piece actually is a very low price for the caliber of artist that you are.
Well, I mean, because I started high because my Genesis did come, it does come with physical art. But then the rest of it, yeah, I just figured I kind of had the problem I think a lot of us who have been in the gallery world for a long time had, where I arrived and no one knew who I was. Like, I was brand new. So I wasn't going to price stuff really high just because it sells in real life high, you know, because like I was trying to just be like, okay, if you get in early with me, then you get it at a good price, you know. But anything I do probably after this show will be a lot higher price. So.
Oh, I'm doing another interview.
Oh, another person.
Platform is social media.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, good.
Yes.
Hold on just 1 second. Because this is like, yeah, I gotta call you back in like 10 minutes, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Or just a few minutes, yeah. I can wrap it up.
No.
Don't
Don't worry about it. Hi, great to meet you.
I'm gonna send you a text in 2 minutes.
Yeah, super nice. Sorry to interrupt.
No,
Take
no,
care.
I totally
Bye-bye.
forgot. I'm
Nice
sorry.
to meet you all. Hey.
Well, you can stay. You can stay. I mean, you may as well stay.
Just stay. Might as well, yeah. It'd be a
Okay.
nice segue.
Yeah,
I'm staying.
It does make your video longer. That is the only.
Well, I just know I'm gonna stop the video, but I don't want to, you know, he can stay while we're wrapping up. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, so I mean, after the show, it's going to run November 4th through December 3rd in Cleveland. And yeah, if anyone wants to visit, it's superpsychsisters.art. That's for the NFT show. So I remember the girls were like, wait, you can do a .art? I'm like, yes. You can.
so also, so people can see your zine and everything that you're doing on your website. So I'm gonna have that link below. And it was so great to know you and your work. And so how's your health? Like you said, like in the last video, you're like, oh, 2 years ago, I got diagnosed with terminal cancer with 2 months to live. Like, how are you doing? You expect to be around for a while?
At least another year, I would hope. I had some more radiation because the tumor started growing back really fast in my abdomen. I also have tumors wrapped around my spine. So believe it or not, I'm on morphine 24/7. This is me on morphine. Like, imagine how hyper I am.
Oh my God.
It could also just be, this is my new baseline. Because my husband took one of them by accident one time and he was out for the day. Like, he was just in bed all day. He's like, how do you do anything? I'm like, oh. But so I go to a clinical trial in September, and then I'm gonna fuck off and go to Greece, Italy, and Morocco for a month, because that's what I wanted to do when I first got diagnosed, and I couldn't because of COVID. So it's gonna be my fun trip.
The angels are, yeah, you know,
Egypt was in my list too, but I couldn't make it.
I want to go back. I want to go back and so where are you going to do your trial at? In Ohio, or are you coming here?
In Ohio at OSU, but I keep looking at NIH because that's where my dad went when he had cancer. So like the DC area, I've got people, and so that's a possibility in the future.
Yeah, me
as
here
well.
too. I have a car. I have a
Thank
spare
you.
room, you know.
And yeah, you should come to Cleveland and also come visit the art museum
I'm
and the
gonna-
witchcraft museum.
I'm going to, yeah, Witchcraft Museum, of course. Yes, I'm going to, definitely, definitely. Well, it was so great to meet you. I'm glad I asked that question.
Yeah.
Well, you know, because, you know, I don't even hardly, you know, to be so young and vibrant and have that diagnosis, it must be like,
It's a weird state of existing, yeah.
right?
But it kind of makes you realize like what stupid stuff isn't important. And I actually prioritize travel anyway. So I'm really taking it to high gear now that we're able to travel more without too much risk. But yeah, so I'm excited to go away for a month and go relax in Marrakesh.
Yeah, it's on my list too. So, all right. Well, thank you so much. It was amazing to see your art. Yeah, thank you so much. Everybody check out her link, subscribe, and please put a comment because it really helps the algorithm.
And one thing, sorry, your name is Arabella.
Yes.
Is there a way how we can?
Yeah. You gotta. Just.
Let's make a
All her
connection.
stuff is in
We'll
the.
do it. Yeah.
All of
Yeah.
her stuff is in the links, and her name's Arabella
Proffer.
Proffer.
But if you find me on Twitter, I'm Vendetta Bella.
Okay,
It's
perfect.
on my page. I retweeted one of her tweets in the last 24 hours. So if you look on my Twitter, you'll find her.
Super nice. I will find it immediately.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Nice meeting you.
So much.